Hello and welcome back to everyone, and to another edition of NXT Out of 10. And yeah, big show today. We've got a tag title match on there. We've got more qualifying matches for the Iron Survivor Challenge. So yeah, like I say, a lot happening and big main events, big storyline developments, obviously around the whole trick situation, but we start things off with the tag titles online. Family versus Garza and Creo, and after a tough fight, Stacks caught Garza with a low blow behind the rest back. He hit the bada bing bada boom on Garza with Tony D. The Don then threw the underboss onto Humberto Carrillo outside before picking up the win. It was a fun opener that showcased two talent that are up and coming in WWE. Well, this probably should have been saved for Deadline, where they could have got more time to maximise their minutes. The right pair won, and yeah, Korea and Garza will have a tough time getting back into title contention soon. Perhaps this is the way they return to the main roster, obviously with the whole Santos thing and the rumours. Both are certainly ready and have found a gimmick that will work for them this time though. So yeah, like I said, this was a really enjoyable start to the show, and I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 to kick things off. We then got our first Iron Survivor qualifier, Kiana James versus Kalani Jordan, and yeah, the bell rang early. Roxanne Perez rang it to distract James, who walked into a right side kick and a split leg moonsault for the loss. While James came into promo, the upset was you could kind of see it coming. Since he had already cost her rival a shot at the Iron Survivor Challenge, the Prodigy had to do the same. The action was solid and highlighted the smoothest in-ring work. It was a bit too choreographed, but both looked strong coming out of the contest. The right woman won as Jordan needs to rebound after the women's breakout tournament. She should turn heads in the biggest match of her career too. And yeah, looking forward to seeing what you can do, and presume we'll get a singles match between Roxanne and James on the card too. So yeah, 6 out of 10. We then got Bron Breakker versus Eddie Thorpe in an Iron Survivor Challenge. While Eddie tried his best to fight for a rib injury, he was overwhelmed by a confident Bron, and the former champ won this contest definitively with a spear. This probably went on longer than it needed to, but two men told a clear story. It didn't feel like developmental prospects wrestling, that's for sure. It was a fight between stars. Breakker had to win, given the Iron Survivor Challenge a clear favourite, but Thorpe is ready for more as well. He hasn't just quite put it all together yet. When his chance comes, he needs to bring the physicality shown in this match, but also raise the energy of his performance. But you know, developmental for a reason. But yeah, I thought Breakker probably getting the win, putting someone over, and yeah, maybe developing a debut on the main roster soon. Maybe the Royal Rumble, because yeah, I feel like his time in NXT is kind of spent. But moving on then to Dragunov versus Fraser. Dragunov did not find an easy opponent in Fraser, but once Amar Dragon took over late, it was over. He planted his rival a powerbomb and 3 H-bombs for the win. Baron Corbin appeared on the Triton to offer the Man Dragon a first-class ticket to Germany without the NXT title. He agreed to meet Dragunov face-to-face next week. This is about as good a 5-minute match as you can get. The crowd was completely invested. It was fast-paced and a physical battle with two men with chemistry. A rematch would be welcome, especially with more time. Fraser barely got to show what he could do. It was all about the anger of Dragunov. Corbin's promos the last few weeks have also sold the importance of the match. And yeah, I've got no doubt that they'll have a really solid match as well. You know, just look at the talent of the two guys. So yeah, on the whole, for a short segment, I thought it was really solid stuff. 7 out of 10. Ariana Grande Grayson took on Carl and Petrovich, but before that, Joe Gacy ran off with the bell early in the match. He reappeared to ring it after Ariana Grace poked Petrovich and planted her without a forward fireman's carry slam for the win. The distraction of Gacy did not help this match stand out. It's fairly generic. Both women kind of hit their offense, but the pacing was slow. The two do not have the chemistry to make this feud work, unfortunately. However, this at least showed some potential of them doing individually and doing some decent stuff. At this stage, neither was ready to lead a 9-minute match, but they may have the ability to follow a top name like Perez, James or Stratton. So yeah, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Yeah, I thought just maybe didn't quite live up to the potential and what we all thought it could have been, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. And like I said, the Gacy stuff didn't really help. But before it's time for Lexis King versus Brooks Jensen. Brooks Jensen had King on the ropes, but Carmelo Hayes arrived to get some revenge. The distraction accidentally helped King at the coronation for the win. This was not the best showcase of King. Jensen was the entire focus of the action. The heel just snuck away for the victory at the end. NXT has put so much into King early. Pitting him against Melo and Trick Williams early sets him as a top heel. However, he needs to back up the trust by competing at a high level. When NXT continues to sell that King was the one who attacked Trick, it seems unlikely that will be the final result. Melo still kind of feels like the most likely culprit, but you know, with the video and stuff like that, it's intriguing. But yeah, I guess we'll see where it goes. Maybe we'll find out before deadline, at deadline, who knows. But yeah, intriguing stuff. 6 out of 10. It was in time for Wesley versus Johnny Gargano versus Bronson Reed versus Cameron Grimes to decide who would face Dom. Bronson looked too dominant to lose until Ivar attacked him. Cameron Grimes was caught Johnny Gargano with a cave-in, but Wesley caught Grimes with a cardio kick to earn the win. Unsurprisingly, it was a great match. It showed the value of each man, and the crowd was completely invested in the return of some of NXT's finest. The nostalgia was no doubt there, and Gargano remains a different kind of athlete in NXT, and Reed was a wonderful centrepiece of this battle thanks to his size and power. Grimes also shows why he deserves more screen time on SmackDown. Lee showed that he belonged and why NXT should consider giving him a second reign as the North American title. Yeah, he's one of the brand's best belt machines and showed his passion for this title shot. And yeah, that's going to be a great match at Deadline, just like this was a great match. Really enjoyable stuff all around, 7 out of 10. But anyway guys, overall NXT gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, it was a bit of a mixed episode of NXT. I thought some bits were really good, some bits maybe I wasn't as convinced on. So yeah, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. But I think the way we're setting things up for Deadline, I am very intrigued by certain bits. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. But anyway guys, that's the video. Thanks very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Next what's going for daily wrestling news and subscribe to the channel. It's been greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.